Welcome everyone to day 2 of the Sewing Room Declutter Challenge. I'm Karen Brown of Just Get It Done Quilts, and together we're going to clear out the unwelcome, the unwanted, and the no longer necessary to make space for a really creative 2026. Yesterday we took out the trash, and that probably created a little bit of space. So you're probably spotting things that simply do not belong in your sewing room. And the only question we are asking today is, does this belong in your sewing room? Our sewing rooms or sewing spaces often do double duty. They can be guest rooms, they can be corners of your bedroom, they can be in the dining room, in the basement, or in a spare closet. Spaces that naturally become dumping grounds when life gets busy. And some squatters are going to be really obvious. Suitcases, dishes like coffee mugs or water bottles, laundry baskets, random tools, a mending pile, clothes waiting for a button, and other things hide in plain sight like paperwork, computer cables, kids' toys, storage bins that you've been avoiding, and those things that you said that you would deal with after the challenge, but last year's challenge. And for some of us, there are sentimental items that we have held on to through several years of decluttering. Shells we collected decades ago, broken keepsakes that we want but we never fix, the jewelry box that we inherited but we don't really want. These are just some of the examples of things that I have decluttered in the past number of years. Today, I'm giving you permission to say, maybe this doesn't belong here anymore. This task is perfect for doing in short bursts of time, like 5 minutes before breakfast, while you're waiting for your kettle to boil, while your computer is updating, or during commercial breaks of your favorite shows. Move quickly and with purpose. Gather the items that don't belong and then walk them home. If you have a new sewing space, either a renovation or you've moved, you're going to be doing the opposite today. You're going to be collecting up all your sewing items from all over the house and bring them in. Repeat this step as many times as your time and your energy allows. It's very easy to spiral. That question of, does this exercise bike belong in my sewing room, can very easily spiral into, well, if I move it, I'll never use it. But if I don't use it now, because I ate so much over the holidays, oh, I really need to get back into shape. I want my old body back. Maybe I should run a marathon this year. I wonder where my old ski boots are. Does something like that sound familiar? So keep the question just simply to, does this belong here? Take breaks, bring in a buddy if you need help moving items or you just want the moral support. And don't be surprised if some of the answers to those questions change this year. Sometimes it takes a number of declutter challenges before you're mentally strong enough to make some hard decisions. Day 2 is also usually when the squirrels start to appear. You know what I mean. These are those amazing ideas that get into your head while you're trying to focus on another task. They could be quilt designs, maybe some new projects. Maybe it reminds you about some books that you want to read or a movie you should see. There are errands to run, mending to do, thank you notes to write, bills to pay, places you want to visit, and things you want to sew right now. These ideas are wonderful, but unfortunately today they are distractions. So let's make a place for them until we have time to deal with them. So you can write them on a whiteboard, you can take a pen and paper and write them down, you can store them in your phone, or maybe you have a specific journal where you put these ideas. I call it a brain dump, and you just write down every idea as it comes to you. No organizing your thoughts, just bullet points to remind you of what the idea is so that you can return to it on day number 7. So we capture the squirrels, but then we let them move on. And yes, Siri and Alexa can help you with this task too. Hey Siri, remind me tomorrow to renew my medicine. And once the squatters are gone and your squirrels are contained, it's time to give your machine a little love. So if you didn't do it yesterday, make sure you clean out the fluff, add a drop of oil or two where it needs it, change the needle, thread it, fill your bobbin, and pop it in. This is the perfect reset so that you're ready to sew again. And if this is a new machine or you just need a refresher on how to maintain your machine, flip through your user manual, or find the appropriate video on YouTube. And you'll be amazed at what you've forgotten your machine can do. And when you're done, reward yourself by making your choice on what Declutter Challenge project you're going to make this year. Personally, I thought I was going to be doing block of the months, but as I was looking through a closet for garbage, I found a number of paper piece patterns. They are so cute, they're just jam jars. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm using my scraps. So now it's your turn to share. I know that you have found some things in your sewing room that has just made your head shake. So let us know down in the comments what they are, or leave a photo in the Facebook group or on Instagram with this year's hashtags. And if you missed day number 1, there will be a link to the Declutter Challenge playlist right here and in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow for day number 3.